Alright, let's talk about fat loss. Specifically, why that ab roller you bought isn't going to delete your love handles in a week like the box said. Spoiler, it's not you. It's physics and genetics and possibly your coworker's birthday cake habit, but mostly physics. Here's the deal. You can't pick where fat comes off first. It's like trying to clean your house by only vacuuming under the couch. Your body's smarter than that. Honestly, you could have 6 weeks of ab workouts with zero change in belly fat. Turns out crunches don't burn fat. They just make you really good at crunches. So, why do trainers push targeted fat loss? Same reason infomercials exist. Hope sells. So, let's flip the script. Fat loss is possible, but it's just not a magic trick. It's more like gardening. You don't get to choose which weeds go first, but if you keep pulling them out, eventually the whole yard looks better. But here's the good news. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why fat loss works this way, you'll also get simple, actionable steps to start burning stubborn fat for good. No magic potions, no overcomplicated routines, just science-backed strategies that fit into your real-life schedule. Fat loss doesn't have to be that complicated. It's quite simple actually when you understand how it works. So, here's the science. Fat loss happens systematically. Your body burns it from everywhere, but genetics call the shots on what order they'll follow. That just means your body isn't a picky eater when it comes to burning fat. It's more like a frugal accountant pulling energy from whatever savings account it deems easiest first. Think of fat cells like balloons scattered across your body. When you create a calorie deficit, burning more than you eat, your body slowly lets the air out of all of them. Genetics decide which balloons deflate first. For example, some people lose cheek fat early, leaving them looking like they've been sucking lemons. Others shed arm fat super fast. For most guys, belly or thigh fat is the last balloon at the party, clinging on the walls like it's afraid of small talk. Research highlights the stubborn nature of regional fat loss. A Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism study found that during weight loss, subcutaneous fat in areas like the abdomen and thighs resist reduction more than other regions, with differences in loss rates exceeding 20 to 30% in some individuals. Genetics plays a role here, so blame your parents, literally. Genes dictate fat storage patterns through receptors called alpha and beta adenuric sites. Stubborn areas have more alpha receptors, which slow fat breakdown. But don't worry, later I'll show you how to outsmart those stubborn receptors with 2 moves that turn your body into a fat-burning furnace without taking much time out of your day. Now, here's where most people trip up. They see their face thinning or collarbones emerging and think, why isn't my gut shrinking? The answer, your body is playing a game of nutritional Tetris. It clears the easiest lines first. Fat from less stubborn areas. The gut, that's the awkward shaped block that takes longer to fit. The last boss of the weight loss video game. But here's the kicker. The more fat you lose overall, the more those stubborn areas have to shrink. It's basic math. You can't drain a pool without the deep end eventually drying up. So maybe it's time to stop obsessing over problem areas. Focus on the bigger picture. Stay in a calorie deficit and your body will burn fat everywhere. It's not a sprint. It's a slow, stubborn tug-of-war with your DNA. And here's one thing you can do to get a firmer grip on that rope. Enter HIIT. High-intensity interval training. You've probably heard of it before. HIIT is the fitness equivalent of a double espresso. Short, potent, and guaranteed to jolt your system awake. Here's why. It's a gameker for busy people. HIIT alternates between all-out effort and quick recovery periods, turning your body into a calorie-burning machine long after you finished. A British Journal of Sports Medicine meta-analysis found that high-intensity interval training can match or exceed the calorie burn of longer steady-state workouts when accounting for EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, which is the way your body burns calories even after you're done working out. Sessions as short as 15 to 20 minutes triggered metabolic afterburn that elevated calorie expenditure for hours, rivaling the total energy output of a 45-minute jog. That said, the exact match depends on intensity. Think of EPOC like a credit card balance. The harder you push, the more you owe your body and recovery calories. Stick around and I'll break down a 20-minute routine that uses these principles to melt fat faster than a popsicle in July. It's so efficient you'll wonder why you ever wasted time on treadmills. It has much to do with survival instincts as it does with efficiency. When you push yourself to near max effort, say sprinting like you're fleeing a swarm of bees, your body panics and taps into fat stores for quick energy. It's evolutionary problem solving. Burn the reserves or get stung. And unlike slow cardio, which can feel like watching paint dry, HIIT's variety keeps your brain engaged. 1 minute you're a superhero, the next you're a puddle on the floor. Really quick, FitZip just launched a free newsletter. Every week I send out no BS fitness tips and workout shortcuts. If you want in, click the link in the description below. Now, let's talk about practicality. A typical HIIT session could involve 20 seconds of explosive full body movements followed by 40 seconds of rest or, depending on how hard you went, mild sobbing. Repeat this cycle for 15 to 20 minutes and boom, you're done. It's short, savage, and sneaky enough to squeeze into even the most chaotic schedule. Think of it as a workout version of a speed date. Intense bursts of effort, brief moments to catch your breath, and zero time for boredom. Perfect for anyone who'd rather not spend their lunch break chained to a treadmill. I'd like to take a quick detour to address an alarming trend I've been seeing. Detox teas. No, detox teas won't help. At least not with your fat loss. Neither will rubbing cayenne pepper on your thighs, unless you're into spicy self-punishment. Slimming products are the fitness world's version of crypto scams. Flashy, full of promises, and mostly bogus. These teas claim to flush toxins and melt fat, but the only thing they'll drain is your wallet. A 2015 Journal of Human Nutrition and Dietetics review of commercial detox teas found no credible evidence they boost metabolism or fat loss. Many instead rely on laxatives like Senna or Cascara Sigrata, which deplete water weight, not fat, mimicking short-term results. The FDA has warned companies about these misleading claims, noting that any loss is fleeting and risk dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. Real fat loss requires a calorie deficit and sustainable habits, not a daily dose of mystery water. Your liver and kidneys already detox your body for free. They're the unsung janitors of your bloodstream, working 24/7 while you binge Netflix. Slamming a tea that makes you sprint to the bathroom isn't cleansing. It's just chaos with a side of dehydration. And hey, you don't have to live on kale. Swap soda for seltzer. Park farther from the office. Small changes add up. Like loose change in your couch, but for your waistline. Speaking of adding up, let's talk about how you can put everything together and get rid of that pesky fat. Let's cut to the chase. You probably don't have the time to waste on workouts that treat your body like a spreadsheet, clicking one muscle at a time. Enter the 2 moves I'd recommend you slot into your routine. The first one is kettlebell swings. Imagine a move that burns your fat, works your glutes, hamstrings, core, and shoulders, all while making your heart rate spike like you're watching the news. That's the kettlebell swing. Grab a kettlebell or a jug of laundry detergent if you're improvising. Hinge at the hips, swing it up explosively, and let gravity do the rest. When you hinge at the hips and drive the weight upward, you're activating your posterior chain. The same muscles you use to hoist toddlers, haul groceries, or rescue the TV remote from behind the couch. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research compared kettlebell swings to traditional resistance exercises like bench presses and squats. It found that swings burned approximately 20 calories per minute, double the rate of standard strength training due to their explosive full-body nature. This spike in energy expenditure is partly driven by EPIC, where the body continues burning calories post-workout to restore oxygen levels and repair tissues. While the twice the rate claim holds for more intense sessions, long-term fat loss still hinges on consistency. Think of swings as a metabolic turbo boost, not a magic bullet. Remember, swings also build functional strength. That means fewer oof moments when bending to tie your shoes or wrestling a Christmas tree into the car. Now, let's talk about the move that'll make your core beg for a truce. Mountain climbers aren't just cardio. They're a stealth attack on sluggishness. By driving your knees toward your chest in a plank position, you're firing up your abs, obliques, and hip flexors while jacking your heart rate into code red. This drill burns 12% more calories than crunches and improves coordination. Critical for avoiding ankle rolls during backyard hoops with the kids. It's a multitasker's dream. You're strengthening your core, boosting stamina, and sharpening mental focus because nothing clarifies your priorities like gasping for air. Most people quit right before results show up. Don't be that guy. Look, fat loss isn't easy. But it is simple. Stay in a deficit, add some HIIT, and trust the process. Your stubborn fat's like a bad tenant. It'll leave eventually. Just don't quit before the eviction notice hits. And hey, when those love handles finally peace out, send me a thank you note or a coffee. I'm flexible. Share this video with a friend who would also find it helpful.